Would I be the a-hole for asking my daughter's boyfriend to stop having dinner with us? My daughter, 21, has been dating this guy, 24, for 2 years. It's fairly serious. He is from Mexico and has been in the US since he was 3 years old. Okay, where is this going? He has a strange phobia of not wanting anyone to see him eat. And it's real. I've literally never seen this kid put a bite of food in his mouth, despite spending a fair amount of time around him. He is thin, but doesn't look unhealthy. Oh, okay, interesting. The problem is, we will take them out to dinner occasionally for holidays or special occasions. He always orders a full meal. He will cut up the food, put it around on the plate, but not eat any of it. Then after the meal, he will donate his leftovers to someone else. It's even worse when I make home-cooked meals and they come to dinner. He does the same thing. Takes a full plate of food, pushes it around, cuts it up, makes it look messed with, but doesn't eat any of it. Then he will scrape all the food in the trash can afterwards. Okay. I don't really fuck with that. Like, if you got a phobia of eating food around people, that's fine. Like, I think people should accommodate that. But to take food and not do anything with it and then throw it away, can't say that I can be on board for that, you know? Like, I think this is very similar to that niece that would take a bunch of food and then dump it. This might be actually worse, low-key. I'm starting to get enraged over this. He wastes a horrendous amount of food, and I can't stand the money wasted when we buy him expensive restaurant meals that go completely uneaten. It's even caused a few scenes with waiters asking him what's wrong, do they need to change his order, etc. I've talked to my daughter privately and said, if he doesn't want to eat, that's fine. Just tell him to stop taking plates of food and ordering in restaurants. Her response was, but in his culture, it's rude for him to not take food. I'm not asking him to do that. Oh, okay. Now I understand why she brought up the he's from Mexico thing. Okay. I thought that was going somewhere bad. Yeah, I don't agree with this. Even though it's rude in his culture, he's still doing something rude. I do have to say, if this guy's been around for 2 years, I think, and he's like actively having dinners with OP and her family, their family. I don't know if OP's a guy or a girl. I think it should be okay for OP to go up and be like, hey, my daughter didn't want to tell you this, but this is just something that's kind of bothering me. I perceive it as rude when you grab food and then throw it away. I would much rather you just not grab food. I don't mind if you don't eat it. I don't mind if you don't eat food in front of me. That's fine. Like that, the way that your culture is does not apply to how we are. To me, it's way more rude for you to grab food or order food and waste my money by throwing it away. Please don't do that. I think that's fine for OP to do. But I find it so rude that he's willing to keep wasting our food, wasting our money. but I find it so rude that he is willing to keep wasting our money. Food isn't cheap. Would I be the a-hole for announcing that he's no longer invited to meals? See, I don't think that's the answer either. I think the answer is you have a conversation with him. I think there's a nice way to put this and to be respectful of his culture. Like, you can address it. I think that's the easiest way to like work with him is, hey, I know this is disrespectful in your culture. I just want to let you know that for me, it's more disrespectful. It's more rude for you to take food, not eat it, and waste my money. Like, can we please, like, I want you to keep coming to dinners. It's fine if you just sit there and don't eat any food. I'm perfectly fine with that. Would you just mind not taking any of our food? If you do want to eat, absolutely go for it. Like, if your phobia changes, we would love to have you there. I think that's very clear. That's something you should be very clear about is like, you're allowed to be here and eat with us if that's what you wish. I just don't want you wasting our food. Because I agree with OP. Food ain't cheap these days. All right? The corporations are corporating. The evil orange Oompa Loompa is still putting tariffs on dumb shit so that the Supreme Court can strike it down and be like, oh shit, guess we gotta fucking pay back the corporations, not the people that the corporations raise prices on. No, 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 no. That is absolutely not. How dare we give money back to the people who actually took a toll when fucking Oompa Loompa thought that when Oompa Loompa thought that the tariffs were a good idea. No, 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 no. We must always give the money to the billionaires. If you're not a billionaire, we don't give a shit about you. Not in this country. Yeah, you guys are saying it. Like, I think there must be some sort of like eating disorder or something or other going on. Which, don't get me wrong, they should be respectful of it, but I still don't think what he's doing is right. And someone should check him. Like, yeah, I get it. It's rude in your culture not to take any food, but like, I kind of see where OP's coming from. Like, if I were in OP's shoes, I too would be like, hey man, like leave those for me, bro. I'm a leftover king. I grew up in a household where if you have leftovers, you finish that shit. You do not throw good food in the trash. All right? I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I might even be a little petty. Oh, we're going to a restaurant and you're not gonna eat that shit? You're ordering off the kids' menu. Like, as an adult, I'm gonna make you order this shit off the kids' menu because what the fuck are you doing? And if you don't eat your food, it's going in a box and I'm taking it home. Chat, there's a quick little edit on this. Let me read it. Edit, this post absolutely blew. Okay, I should just read it from the start. Edit, this post absolutely blew up, and I appreciate everyone weighing in on it. It's not a simple issue, and hearing varying opinions on this was very valuable to me. You all made me set my frustration aside and realize there's a much deeper issue at play here. I agree he has an eating disorder, and I had a very serious discussion with my daughter earlier about these behaviors. They are absolutely abnormal, and I let her know in no uncertain terms I am very concerned about his physical and mental health. She seemed a little shocked and said she thought it was just one of his quirks. In parentheses, no hate, please. She is just 21 and has very little life experience with these issues. I definitely got through to her, though, and she promised to address this with him privately and suggest therapy/professional help. You all may disagree with that choice, but I don't feel it is my place as the girlfriend's mom, okay, OP is a woman, to address this very personal and painful issue with him. Okay. I guess I thought that this paragraph was implying that he would eventually eat. But yeah, if he has an eating disorder, maybe there should be a little bit more delicate handling of it. Interesting. She and I agreed that, for my part, it is okay for me to tell him that he doesn't have to feel pressured to eat with us, and it's perfectly acceptable for him to simply refuse food, but still sit at the table with us. Yes, exactly. Exactly that. We much prefer that option instead of him wasting food. Going this route, the problem is being addressed while avoiding humiliation for him, still respecting him as a person, and my daughter as well. I'm still drawing the hell no line in the sand with the food wasting, but in a loving way that isn't going to worsen any underlying trauma he is already facing. I love that. I love that. Because that's what I was trying to advocate for. Was like, hey, there's a way to address this without going nuclear about it. Like, I feel like OP, the way that she wrote the post felt very nuclear. And I was like, I don't think you have to go to the nuclear route. I think you can just go like hey, this is what I prefer. I know your culture says otherwise, but like in my household, that's not how we operate. And I'd actually prefer this instead of that. I want him to find the courage to face this, and I know that we are here to help and support him. Thank you, Reddit. Is that what the top comment said? As someone from Mexican descent, I'm pretty sure that his own family would have a huge problem with wasting food. It's not a small subject in Mexico where food poverty is real. Okay, yeah. Someone said, like, this is concerning eating behavior. Interesting. I'm not gonna lie, chat. I think this is the first time I've ever heard of an eating disorder that was like related to other people watching you eat. It's very interesting. I don't think I've ever heard of that before. I do be a carb goblin in the middle of the night sometimes. I think we all do, Resilient Sage. Every once in a while, you just got to carb goblin it up, you know? Oh, hello, Mr. Beans. Chat, King is here. Hello, handsome man. Wow, what a boy. What a silly boy. Yes, Mr. Beans in the house. Oh, he doesn't want to be here, chat. He said, let me the fuck down. I don't want to hang out with you, Dad. You're embarrassing me. You're embarrassing me. Damn, Sarby trying to show hole. Did I plumber's crack you guys? No, that was my spine. There's no way I plumber's cracked you guys. My boxers are pulled up too high. Yeah, my boxers are pulled up too high. I got a hairy spine though, bro. Does anybody else have like a very hairy lower back, bro? You guys can't see that shit. Hold on. Ugh, my lighting's so bad down there. I have such a hairy lower back, chat. Who said hole? Of course Shrek says that. Of course Shrek says that. Sarby wants to show hole on stream. Nah, you guys are gonna have to pay for the OnlyFans for that. Y'all ain't getting that shit for free, chat. Wow, sorry we put away no backs on here. Yo, grandma likes my back. I do be having some lower back fuzz. The worst part about it is like it's hard to shave. When he says I'm gonna have Sam shave it for me. Sam, are you still in here? Did you fall asleep? I bet you fell asleep. Sarby making every excuse to show his dumpy. Bro, with this dumpy, like there's no hide in it. Oh, guys, I'm checking my girlfriend texting me. Sweet girl. Oh, she didn't, because she hates me. My girlfriend hates me, not clickbait. Where are you? Y'all getting body hair? Unfortunately, bro. I have the weirdest body hair, chat. Me when my partner goes to work, why am I abused? No, for real. For real, I'm so abused. If she actually cared about me, she would stay up forever and never go to bed so that I could talk to her forever, you know? Stop being so needy. God forbid I'm a little needy. God forbid I'm a little clingy with my girlfriend. Damn, Bree with some gifted gifted subs. Who got them? Lee. You better be saying thank you to Bree for that gifted sub. Chocolate Body, make sure to say thank you to Bree. Bree, thank you for the 2 gifted. I appreciate it. Yeah, bro, you just got a gifted sub from Bree. Pay attention, Lee. What the fuck? God, no manner Lee over here. Look at that. God, bro. Where's Chocolate Body? Chocolate Body. Where are those thank yous at? I have ADHD. I wasn't paying attention. Say you have bad manners, bro. We get it. Oh, I gifted that a while ago. It says this minute. You just gifted another sub this minute, bro. What are you talking about? Gnarly Gnarls. Make sure to say thank you to Bree. Hey, thanks, Nate. Have a good one, bro. I did say thank you. Oh, okay, I see it. All right, all right. I was gonna fucking spot check you. Who did we catch? Somebody was like, "Oh yeah, like I said thank you," and then I clicked on their name and they didn't. All right, gnarly gnarls. All right, gnarly gnarls. Fucking gnarly. I like it. I like it, Addy. Hold on. Let me check if there's an update on this chat. I mean, it's from 22 days ago. I guess that was technically an update a little bit. Okay. No official updates. Let me look at comments. Okay, I think that's the only update we're going to get, chat. Damn. Dude, eating disorders are so scary because, like, I think it really depends on what side of the internet you're on. Like, I think some people fall down, like, there's, like, an eating disorder, like, side of the internet where they, like, glorify it. Especially for women, it's crazy. Like, they praise that shit. It's so weird. So weird. ED internet is scary. I agree. I agree, Elster Stairs. That shit looks terrifying, bro. There's a whole thing called skinny talk. Ugh. Bro, that's why you just have to be so on top. Like, if your kids are on social media, don't get me wrong, I think you should, like, healthily teach them how to grow up with social media, but you have to watch what they're watching, you know? On Tumblr, it was called Pro Anna Community. Oh my god, dude. Yikes. Yeah, Brie, I've heard Adderall just, like, suppresses the fuck out of your diet. Or, excuse me, out of your appetite. Scary, bro. Scary shit. Alrighty, chat, let's keep it going. This one was pretty highly upvoted. Let's do it. Let's do it. Chat, if you guys are on the YouTube, make sure to like up the stream. We actually have pretty good likes on YouTube, but there are about 14 of y'all who haven't liked it up yet. If you guys could do so, that'd be greatly appreciated. If you guys are on the Twitch, make sure to follow. No matter where you're at, turn on the post notice so you can be notified whenever I go live. All right. Am I the a-hole for telling my cousin that's why you're single? Yesterday, I went to the beach with my aunt and one of my cousins. I'm the youngest in the group at 37. Today is my birthday, and we were celebrating early by going out to the beach. Drinking was involved, which is likely why it blew up like it did. We had been at the beach for a few hours by this point, and we were debating extending our parking for a bit more time. My cousin, male, starts loudly trying to get me to turn around and look at women walking. Oh, excuse me. And look at a woman walking by. He was saying some pretty vulgar stuff, like, you just know she likes it dirty and in the butt. And other random gross comments. That's on some, like, porn addiction brain chat. If that is what you think when you see women in public, you need electric shock therapy straight to the dome. We should disconnect your balls from your body until you learn how to act right, because that is not acting right. That is so fucked up. He was saying it loudly enough that she could hear, and when she passed us, she turned and looked at us. So I looked at him and said, "This is why you're single." He kind of laughed and said something to me in an attempt to clap back, but then said, "You know that's a hurtful thing to say, right?" Yeah, I know I know some heinous shit just came out of my mouth. But you telling me that this is why I'm single is so mean. Like, wee woo, baby back bitch alert, wee woo. I told him that I wasn't really concerned with his hurt feelings after all the gross shit he said while he was basically catcalling a woman walking by. That's not even catcalling. That is like sexual harassment. I guess catcalling is usually sexual harassment anyways. So, never mind. But that's like vulgar sexual harassment, you know? This resulted in us both shouting at each other and just packing up to leave. After I dropped him off at his apartment, my aunt, in parentheses, his mother, said I don't need to be mean to him. Girl, you need to be meaner to him. This is your son? This is your son, and he turned out... If my mom ever caught me saying some shit like that about a woman, I'm pretty sure Kathy would hit me. Like, she would smack the ever-living shit out of me, and I would deserve it. You know? Like, ain't no way I was allowed to talk about another woman like that growing up. And even now, as I'm 28 years old. Beans is digging in his box again. Let me see if I can get him in frame. Oh no! Did I ruin box time? You can go in there, buddy. We might just have to leave him. Beans will go back to his box time. Don't you worry. Trust in the box. Oh. Do it, Beans. Put your beans in a box. He dig. He burrow, he dig. Look at him. Look at him, bro. He's so silly. You're just a silly guy, Mr. Beans. Oh, he said no more box time, Dad. Sorry. Sorry, Dad. No more box time. Boy. Oh, you guys couldn't hear me there. No more box time for the boy. No more box time for Beans. What a silly guy. What a silly guy. Bad mic. Yeah, I should probably upgrade this mic, low-key. Y'all saw my revenue. I can afford to buy, like, a better... This one is just, like a shitty... Like, I've literally had this for years. I just got it really quick so I could start streaming back in the day. I really should replace it. It's a pretty bad mic. Boo, bad mic. Okay, listen. Like, this one was $400, chat, okay? Cut me some slack. Cut me some slack. I should really order the Blue Yeti, though. Give the mic a new subwoofer and maybe some STI. You're cooking. You're cooking. All right, chat, let me finish this story real quick. Okay. My aunt, his mother, said I didn't need to be mean to him, but, like, if you're standing around shouting vulgar shit, don't be all surprised Pikachu face when someone calls you out for it. Was I really wrong? Am I the a-hole because of what I said and because I said I didn't care about his feelings? Edit to add, not sure this context is needed, but I'm 37 female. I mostly called him out because I was just grossed out by what he was saying. I'm curious how old he is. Like, I don't think there's an age where this isn't a red flag. Like, you'd expect it from some deranged, annoying teenager, but even that's not great, you know? I'm guessing, if anything, he's in his 20s. Yeah, not the a-hole. I mean, we got to normalize calling people out for that shit. That's pretty much it. Like, if you look at another woman and your first thought is like, yeah, I know she likes taking it in the butt. Like, you're genuinely like a porn-brained piece of shit. Like, you genuinely need electric shock therapy. Like, that is just like disgusting level shit. You probably have a very misogynistic and unhealthy view of women that is only going to hinder you or lead you to commit crimes. Just disgusting things to come out of someone's mouth. Yeah, OP is just giving out good advice. OP is just giving out good advice. Want a girlfriend? Don't be a creep. I agree. Like, it's so crazy how many guys don't understand that. Like, if you just learn how to be more empathetic, kinder to women, kinder to all the people around you, just an overall good human being, like, I genuinely think you can attract you can attract girls. Like, it's not that hard. No matter how busted you look, if you're just a nice human being, like, dude, like, it really is not that hard. You'll find someone who appreciates your looks and who you are as a person. But when your looks are pretty bad, and then on top of that, you're just a shitty dude who says shitty things about women, you're making it kind of hard to be attracted to you, bro. Like, you could just not make it hard to be attracted to you. It's that easy. Oh, some people just don't get that shit, bro. But hey, if they don't figure it out, guess they're going to be single. At least they won't procreate. Trying to grab my water. Wasn't working. Hey, what up, David Doctor? Welcome to the stream. Glad you enjoy the podcast. Thanks for coming over to the to the YouTube to hang out. I appreciate it a lot. I like men for their 3 Ps: penis, personality, and pockets. Does that mean they're money, or do you genuinely like our pockets? Like, you want to wear our pants? I'm not gonna lie, I love dressing up my girlfriend in my clothes. It's very fun. I like putting her in my sweatpants, and then she enjoys my pockets. But then she also my girlfriend, so Sam will do this cute thing. She's a tissue girly. She always has a tissue because her nose is always a little runny. I let her wear a hoodie, and then she left, and then I wore the hoodie later. And I put my hands in the pocket, and lo and behold, was one of her little tissue. One of her little tissues. I love that shit, man. I think that shit's so cute. Big pockets for the win. Oh, Bree said both. I agree, Bree. Bree, I'm just gonna imagine that every time you gift subs or whatever, it's just coming out of like some man's pocket. And you know what? That's empowering. Men's pockets are 1,000% better than ours. No, for real. I bought back in college. I used to wear like kind of tight fitting pants. We don't need to talk about it. But I found this pair. They were like stretchy. And they were in the men's section of a thrift store, but I'm pretty sure they were women's because the pockets were tiny. Like, absolutely ridiculously tiny, bro. I love those pants, though. I'm not gonna lie. Skinny jeans, Sarby. Jeans are kind of hard for me, chat, because, like, there's kind of no good in between for me. Like, I either have, like, kind of, like, skinny jeans, or I have, like, baggy jeans. Like, jeans fit me kind of funny. Although I have found... Oh, my God. Sam, I thought you were sleeping. Outing me from my wet nose. I'm sorry, babe. I didn't think you were going to be here. I, like, called for you earlier. I was like, is Sam still in here? Did she fall asleep? Are you EP? I bet Sam kind of wakes up randomly in the at times in the night. So I bet she just woke up, heard me talking about her little tissues. I like finding your little tissues, tissue girl. Stretch Selvage Classic Straight. You know what's been really good for me? Y'all, Abercrombie and Fitch jeans and shirts. I do need to get the jeans hemmed, but those have been really nice for me. LOL, it's okay. I did fall asleep for a bit. No worries, baby. Go back to sleep. It's so late for you. Gotta be well rested for tomorrow. Kinkby? What did I just say? What do you mean Kinkby? Sam, he loves your mucus. I do love Sam's mucus. Give me the mucus. I love Abercrombie and Fitch. I get all my dresses there. My boobs look fantastic. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Ew, too far, Sarby? Really? Out of all the things I've said, that one was too far? Y'all crazy for that. I can't even lie. Twitch keeps not notifying me, and now YouTube isn't notifying me either. Shake my head, this is a nightmare. Rainbow Gravestone, did Twitch let you know that I posted my story, though? That's the question. I actually didn't even check if that, like, finished uploading, actually. There is a possibility. Cancel say, bitch. Yeah, chat, cancel me. I dare you. Do it. Do it. Kill him now. Yeah, my story went up. Hey, Ludwig went live. Better than Squeaks at Marble Token. Oh, he's doing a sponsor stream today. Oh. Sarby, what would you recommend for gamers wanting to do Spotify? Post your gaming videos to Spotify? It's visual. I showed examples in the video, bro. Both Quinjamin and Ryan Trahan post their gaming videos to Spotify. Okay. I think we keep moving, chat. I think we keep moving. Oh, boy. This one will be fun and totally normal. Chat, if you guys are on the YouTube, make sure to like up the stream. We actually got more viewers than, we got more likes than viewers right now. Thank you. If you're a viewer and you haven't liked up yet, that'd be greatly appreciated. Please do so. If you guys are on the Twitch, make sure to follow no matter where you're at. Turn on those post noties so you can be notified whenever I go live. Really quick, Lego Maya Ego. Thank you for resubscribing with Prime. I appreciate you. Thank you for the support, Maya. Thank you for the support. I'm gonna tell Cutie Cinderella that you're in love with her fiance, bro. Like I get in line. Like, I feel like fucking Ludwig has more boy mistresses than Cutie can keep track of. Just add me to the roster, bro. Throw me on that roster, baby. I don't care. All right, chat. Here we go. Am I the a-hole for telling a random stranger? I don't care if they can tell my child's gender. So I was in the grocery store with my 4.5-year-old son and 18-month-old daughter. My son is very obviously a boy. However, my daughter is still in that stage where she doesn't have much hair, so it's kind of hard to tell. She was dressed in a blue tank top outfit with bows and pink stripes, and it said princess across the front of the shirt. Very obviously a girly outfit by societal standards. While in the checkout line, this lady, approximately mid-50s, remarked on how cute my little boys were. I thanked her and then told her that the youngest was actually a little girl. The lady then told me that I should style her hair or put bows in her hair so that it's obvious to other people that she's a girl. I told her I didn't really care what she or anyone else thought. I told her I really didn't care what she or anyone else thought because nobody needs to know my child's gender at the end of the day but me. She went on to tell me that I was rude and had a few other choice words for me, which I ignored until the point where she called me a bitch, and then I told her to piss off. I mean, bro, like, typical, like, boomer, nobody fucking cares, shut the fuck up and move on with your life type shit. Like, I don't know what it is with boomers. Hey, what up, every day is a good day. I don't know what it is with boomers, but they just love telling people their unsolicited opinions, and then when you tell them, I do not give a fuck, they get so upset about it. They're like, what do you mean that the fact that I'm old and was forced to listen to my elders give unsolicited, annoying opinions about how I should live my life, and now that it's my turn and people are just more aware of, like, that's dumb, why the fuck would I listen to that? Now you're getting your panties in a wad about it? Like, who cares? Who cares? You're really getting so mad at somebody for being like, I genuinely don't care what you think about my baby. You're a complete stranger. You can go fuck yourself. And being like, oh, well, now I'm going to start calling you a bitch. Like, insane. The entitlement is crazy, bro. The cashier kind of giggled. The following day, I was at work, and one of my colleagues, who also has a small child around my youngest age, and I were talking about the whole encounter, and she said that I was an a-hole. So am I the a-hole? Dude, some people just care too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think some people, like, go out of their way to, like, find conflict. Like, fuck that colleague. Why does it matter? It really doesn't. And then fuck this boomer ass annoying old lady. It's just, it's such, like, yeah, you guys are saying it in chat. I need to know her reasoning. Like, what could your reasoning possibly be for being like, well, you're an a-hole there. Some random stranger came up to you and tried to give you unsolicited advice on how to make your child look more like their gender. And then they got mad when you were like, I really actually don't care about you knowing the gender because you're a fucking stranger. Like, God forbid people don't care about random people that they'll probably never ever see again and what they feel like is right to do with their life, you know? Like, I'm not gonna lie, I get it more than anyone. I got people in my comments saying some dumb shit every day about, oh, you should be doing this, you should be doing that. I don't care. Like, I care about, like, what my chat says because they take the time out of their day to come to my live streams and hang out with me. Like, you guys all entertain, but anybody in the comments on, like, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, like, I genuinely could care less. Because y'all don't, like, even my Twitch chat doesn't know me like that, you know? But they're close. They're as close as they possibly could be. A YouTube comment, a TikTok comment, like, y'all don't know shit for shit. I'm sorry, you cannot tell me how to live my life. You have seen a couple minutes of me. What if I said Sarby sucks? You know what, Coster? You might be cooking. You might be cooking on that. Putting bow ties in the hair of an 18-month-old is wild and useless. I do not know babies like that to know how much hair they'd have. We just know Sarby like grandma puss. You right. Hey, I came from YouTube because I love your opinions on things. Thank you, Chicken Butt Joe. Welcome to the stream. Genuinely so funny that she got all pissy as if the baby has any idea what the fuck is going on. Exactly. Or even too, like, more that, like, she felt like her opinion mattered here. Like, I think that's why she got pissy. Is because she felt like, oh, I have this amazing opinion to give to a stranger. And the stranger was like, I don't care what you think. And then she was like, how dare you? How dare you? Everything that comes out of my mouth is gold. Because I'm an entitled motherfucker. Get a shelf and stop having a piss kink? Wow, not kink shaming me, bro. At this point, me not having a shelf just rage baits you guys, and I love that. Would you ever do a stream update on some of the stories you read? I mean, if there's like a good update to a good story, yeah. But it kind of has to come across my radar. Like, I'm kind of relying on you guys to let me know in chat if something good pops up. But, like, it has to be a good story, you know? Sometimes I'll just naturally come across it. I have definitely, like, come across an update, read it, and then included it in another video. Chat, really quick, let me read. OP included 2 edits on this. Edit 1. For the people lacking reading comprehension, I was not offended by the initial misgendering of my child. I was offended when the lady snapped back rudely and told me that I needed to dress my child differently for complete strangers so that they can tell. Dude, the reading comprehension of a average Reddit person is pretty fucking low. Then she decided to call me a couple names and curse at me, which is when I matched energies. It's absolutely wild to me how people who don't pay someone's mortgage, put food on their table, or contribute to any of their household resources think that they have the right to dictate how somebody lives and what they do. Boomers! Like, dude, call me crazy. Like, the boomers retire and that's all they want to do. They just want to sit there and be like, well, actually, you got to live your life in a super unrealistic, stupid way that is completely outdated and dumb. Because we were told to do that when we were kids, and now it's our turn, even though everyone's smart enough now to be like, that's fucking stupid. Ain't nobody listen to your opinions, bitch. Especially when it doesn't affect them at all. Oopsies. Didn't mean to do that. Back. There we go. Bam. Edit part number 2. Holy hell, I didn't expect this to blow up like this. Wow. Thank you to those being kind, to those calling me names. Good luck being so bitter in life. That's kind of how you have to deal with internet hate. Just like, there's always going to be these motherfuckers, bro. For those thinking they have me in a gotcha moment by saying, if you don't care, then why did you correct her? It was purely reflexive speech, and while I know small chat in public isn't the most common thing in every country where I'm at in the Southern United It was purely reflexive speech, and while I know some small chat in public isn't the most common thing in every country, where I'm at in the Southern United States, it is. I mean, to me, this isn't that weird to correct somebody. Like, it's like if you go up to a dog and you're like, oh, what a good boy. And they're like, actually, this is a girl. Like, it's the same shit. Yeah, I'm comparing your baby to a dog. Basically the same thing, bro. This interaction was akin to when you're checking out at the grocery store and the cashier asks you, hi, how's your day going? And you respond, good. And you, even though neither of you truly gives a damn and the responses aren't real. It's just being polite. That's all this was, reflexive conversation where I was polite until she was not. Yeah, I think that's just probably people getting their panties in a wad. That sounds like it's coming from the own the libs crowd, you know? Even though the only thing that they're owning is nothing. And the billionaires are shitting on them. And everybody else, but particularly them. Oh, brother. Yeah, that one was kind of a dumb one just in terms of like, I just don't understand why people make issues that don't need to be issues. Perfect, like, didn't ask moment. Hey, this is what you can do to make your kid look more like a girl. Didn't ask. Don't care. If I want, do you think I'm fucking stupid? I know how to make my kid look more like a girl if I want to. I just don't care. Yeah, the coworker also sounds insufferable. Cis heteronormative society is weirdly obsessed with people's genitals. I mean, the ones that are actually obsessed with people's genitals are the ones who, like, they're uncomfortable with their own and they feel like they need to dictate it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I truly believe anybody who believes that being gay is a choice is just outing themselves because they're gay and they think for everybody else it's a choice to not be gay because they want to fuck dude butt so bad, you know? Like, hate to break it to you, bro, for me it ain't a choice. All right? I've made out with a dude before. That wasn't like it did nothing for me. I was like, damn, I wish this was a girl. Like, I don't have to make a choice. That's just how I am. And that's how it is for other people too. Like, you are the one making the choice, my guy. You just put yourself in that box. I didn't know that piece of lore. Get caught up, nonchalant bust down. It's a really funny story. Shout out my boy Lucian. Still wondering why boy is a blue color in today's societal expectations? I have really no clue. I don't know why that works. Why did you do that? Just because it was he challenged me, bro. I was like making out with a girl at a bar, and then she left, and I went over back to my friends, and he was like, he was like talking. I don't know. I still think he IQ level 9,000 me because he has always been like, if you were gay, we would fuck. I was like, that's crazy. But he was like, yeah, bro, like you looked like you were like eating her face. I was like, bro, I'm a good kisser. Fuck you. And he's like, oh yeah, prove it. And I was like, you know what? I'm drunk enough. And then I made out with him. And then I was like, but the whole time I was like, I wish this was a girl. You know, like it did nothing for me. That's basically the short version of it. The short version. Actually, I technically kissed 2 guys that night. We were at a gay bar. We were at a gay club, and I like ran into a girl that I had matched with on Tinder. This is years ago, by the way, chat. Like I ran into a girl that I had matched with on Tinder like back in the day, and so we started dancing together, hanging out. This guy comes up and he's like, bro, what do you think you're doing dancing with my girlfriend? And I thought he was serious. I was like, I forgot where I was for a second. I was like, oh shit, my bad. Like I had no clue. And then he starts laughing. She's laughing. And I was like, oh, okay. Like this is her gay friend. And he's like, if you want to like make out with my girl, you have to make out with me first. And I was like, okay. And I just kissed him. And he's like, all right, you're good, bro. I knew you must have been drunk. I kissed my boy sober. I don't think I kiss a stranger sober, but I kiss my boy sober. Technically, chat. Oh my God. I don't know if I've revealed this, Lord. Technically, chat. One of my gay friends gave me an F slur pass. I'm sitting on it. I'm waiting. The only thing I had to do to get that, by the way, was not even make out. Kiss one of my friends who I have kissed before. Like just a peck. I've like kissed him before without anything being like offered to us. One of our same guy actually. Same guy was like, "I'll give you the F slur pass if you guys kiss right now." And we just looked at each other. We're like, "Oh yeah, easy." But chat, here's the thing. You've told us, okay, but not all of chat has been told this. All right, here's my plan. Here's my plan, y'all. I gotta sit on this. I gotta wait, and then what I'm gonna do is when I'm on my deathbed, I'm gonna call all the gays that I know. I'm gonna call them all. All right, off the top of my head, I think there's like 5. I'm gonna call them to my deathbed. And then they're going to come up. They're going to be so sad. They're going to be crying. They're like, no, our friend is dying. And with my last dying breath, I'm just going to hit him with that F slur. And then the EKG is going to go. Burr. That's why it's like the most efficient use of it, you know? You know what I'm saying? And like, that's a quad collat, baby. You know what I'm saying? You know? Like, why use it on 1 when you can use it on 5? Shit, I might even go live and get y'all in on this. 5 seeds kind of low. All right, listen, I lived in the Midwest. I'm sure I know more, just like my close friends that I could hit this with, and they think it's funny. It's like 5. Close friends, and I guess I'm only thinking about guys. I could get more expansive. I could get more expansive and go with girls, too. Yeah, I definitely have plenty of lesbian friends. But I feel like it doesn't hit as hard. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you can't, like, calling, it has to be my guy friends. You know what I'm saying? Sarby dies on live stream. You know what? I want to live stream my death. I think that's fair. Saying slurs as your final words is crazy. I mean, listen, I have that pass. I feel like anytime I use it other than that, it wouldn't be socially acceptable, you know? Like, what are you guys gonna do? Cancel me? I'm dead. What are you gonna do, bro? What are you gonna do? Sarby's gonna go live to stream, just call us the F word? I mean, shit, if I'm gonna die, why not? I gotta do it at least once. It would be in an endearing way, chat. Don't you worry. You know how, like, other gay people call each other the F slur, like, very endearingly? Like, it would be like that. Maybe I'll be like, I'm out, you know, blah, and then, you know, like, oh, man. I rarely see girls being called F slur. That's what I feel like. It's usually the D word. Fair. Or that's hot, can I watch by some gross idiot? You're right. I don't know. They're still trying to cancel MJ. Okay, that's way different, though. First off, there's some pretty good evidence that MJ did some fuck shit. Just saying. Just saying. It's out there. I'm not telling you what to think about him or his music. All I'm saying is, like, there's some hanky-panky there. I would not compare canceling MJ to canceling someone who said an F slur. Me personally. Sarby says a slur, dies on live, raids the cat place again. You know what? That sounds like a great use of my death. We say a slur. I like triple clad all y'all. I die live on stream. That's a clip. And then we raise money for the kibbies. Tell me where the L is, chat. I'm only seeing W's and F's. Oh. Who stays alive is an F slur, dies. That actually is so good. I can't even lie. Oh, man. Is it the full word or just the first 3 letters? That's such a good point, Arlo. I got to plan that out. I feel like you got to say the whole thing. And then we spread the story. Sarby said a slur and died. This is what happens when you say slurs, kids. I like how you think, Usagi. I like it. I like it. That's pretty good. F in chat. Wrong F. Wrong F. Oh, man. Where's Beans? He's literally right behind me. He's right here. He got his ears back. Chat, we are coming close to our end here. I think I want to read one more Am I the A-hole story, and then we'll call it quits. All right. Okay. Remember people being pissy at Jacksepticeye for saying the F slur when he was talking about cigarettes? Always thought it was such a nothing burger people get pissy at. Yeah, I mean, I think it depends on the context that you're using it, right? Like, I will say, I've said this before. Like, I used to say that when I was younger, when I was like 16. But it was so much more normalized when I was younger. Like, that and the R slur. Like, when I was, like, growing up, bro. Like, I remember, if you guys remember Ray William Johnson and his show Equals 3. Bro, I went back and watched some of the jokes from that. They were bad. F slurs, like, R-word jokes, R slurs. Like, it was bad, bro. And, like, I've always admitted this. Like, I was saying shit I should not have been saying when I was younger. And, like, I just think it was different back in the day. And now there's just become more awareness and there isn't as much, like, leeway for that. But, like, context is important, right? Like, obviously, Jacksepticeye was saying it, but he was referring to the cigarettes or whatever. But everything is taken out of context, right? Yeah, I just know that's what they called cigs around where he lives. Exactly. Got hit with the unk knife when you brought up Ray William Johnson. Yeah, bro, that man is a big reason why I'm a content creator. I can't even lie. The only time I said it was when I'm calling myself a F slur hag. You know what? That's a good rhyme, Jen. Wait, don't you have a husband? You can't have the pass. Oh, man. Jack is doing his Thankmas thing, raising money for Make-A-Wish. Wish I could donate. Hey, don't worry, Xanabelle. I'll donate for you guys. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Bi people exist, Sarby. I know, but I feel like you can't. If you've chosen a man, you can't cosplay. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't. You gotta leave that for the people who are like dying on that hill. And me personally, that just muddies the water a little bit. You know, like that's just asking for a miscommunique. Like, if you're walking around with a husband and you're slinging the F slur left and right, like. You can't be walking around life like, it's okay because I'm bi, even though I chose a man. Like, that's how I feel about it, bro. If you are holding hands with another woman or another man and you're slinging the slurs, fine. Do your thing. Me, I'm like, man, that you are asking for trouble on that one, man. I didn't say that you were stopping from being bi. I just don't think you should get an F slur pass. Call me crazy. Call me crazy. I don't think you should get an F slur pass if you're taking the straight route there. Call me crazy. Yes, Jaden gets it. I feel like he's talking about the visuals. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You can't be walking like, that's crazy, bro. Like, to be fair, y'all, like, anybody could say that. Like, there could be a guy slinging around the F slur, whatever, and then someone calls him out on it. He could just be like, well, I'm also bi, so I can say this. Like, that's how I feel about it, bro. That's how I feel about it. Like, if you're just, like, anybody can do that shit, bro. Nah, I just think that's way, like, you guys are asking for some shit, bro. Nah, I just think it's like, yeah. Maybe you can say it in private with people who know you, but like, if you're walking around in public slinging that shit, I just think you're asking for like people to be like, what the fuck? All right, if you guys want to call that biphobic, call it biphobic, bro. Like, whatever. You guys, if you guys want to get your panties in a wad about that, I can't stop y'all. Like, get your panties in a wad about it. Like, I like, that is crazy. Like, like, you guys, if you guys want to complain about that, fine. I'm talking about the optics of that look bad. The optics of that look bad. But hey, if you guys want to live in a fantasy world where like, oh no, there's no way, like, fine, fuck it. You live in your fantasy world, bro. Yeah, I'm bi and I don't want to say it. I to be fair, I think you're towing a line. Me personally, I think you're towing a line. Vocal spirit, I'm not. Like, I'm not. I'm very acceptable of people being bi. I'm just saying, to me, it's like my sister is bi, but she's dating a man. If she started slinging around the F slur, it would be kind of weird. It would be weird. I think that's a little bit like, Me personally, I think you are towing a line, me personally, bro. Sometimes my boyfriend and I call each other F slur to make us giggle. Hey, if you're both bi and you're doing it and you guys understand that, I think that's fine. But I think if you're just whipping that shit in public, someone sees you with another man. I never said Jen stop being bi. I have no internalized biphobia. I genuinely don't, like, fucking Sam is bi. You know, like, I genuinely don't care. I just think, like, for optics, it looks weird. Like, if Sam and I were in public and she was throwing that shit around, I would be kind of like, whoa. Like, I get it that you're bi, but you look straight right now, dog. Like, I'm sorry. Like, if somebody walks by and, like, assumes you're straight and, like, gets mad, like, I can't even blame them. Because, like, if you're walking around with a girl or something you're slinging around, that's totally different. Sarby stole Sam's F slur pass. Here's the thing, though. If Sam said it to me, like, in private, I wouldn't care. I'm like, yeah, bro, you got that pass. That's all you, girl. Do your thing. But if she was whipping that shit around in public, I might be like, hey, babe, I think we're, like, asking for trouble here. And I just, like, I don't want to bet. Like, what if somebody, like, knew I was a creator? Like, let's talk about this. Let's say I'm out in public with Sam. Sam throws that shit around. I know that she's bi, but somebody who knows who I am, like, doesn't know that Sam is bi. And then they, like, start going around being like, oh, well, Sarby, like, lets his girlfriend say this shit, so clearly he's probably saying this shit too. Do you guys see what I'm saying? Like, that's just a bad look. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that, like, you're part of you that is whatever is, like, I'm not trying to say that. But I'm saying, like, dude, like, throwing that around in public would be crazy. I also don't even say that F slur in public and I'm with a woman as a lesbian. like, even sometimes when my friends say it, like, they'll call me that who are gay, and my friends who are gay will, like, call me that in public, and sometimes I'm like, "Ah," like, I know, but, like, ugh, it just, ugh. Ah. It's the white passing argument. That's so fair, Justine. I didn't even think about it like that. Hubby would let me kiss a girl to prove my creds. You know what? I would let Sam do the same. I'm not even gonna lie. But to be fair, like, I could easily kiss a man, but I should never be slinging that slur. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that you aren't or anything like that, but it kind of goes back to my, like, if a guy got caught saying that shit, like, if I got caught saying that shit or something and I wanted to, like, really quickly offload it or whatever, like, oh, but I'm actually bi, so I can say it. Oh, let me kiss a man to show it. Because, like, I don't care. I've kissed plenty of men in my life. I do not identify as bi, though. Like, I don't think I should be saying it at all. You know what I'm saying? You have to walk around with a giant flashing sign that says she's bi, just in case. You know what? I do be having a hot bi girlfriend. I can't even lie. Let's fucking advertise it. Let's advertise it, chat. Throw it up there. You have kissed a man, Sarby. Correction, I have kissed many men. I don't know, Stark, because I haven't very well kept track of it. I would think that the amount of men that I've kissed, maybe not made out with, but kissed, might be double digits. Because I kissed a lot of my fraternity brothers, bro. We homies like that. Sarby's only bi when he's drunk. I'm only bi when I want to prove a point. I only kiss men when I want to prove a point. And it was eh. I mean, eh is kind of generous too. It was, I was not feeling it. The entire time I was like, I wish this was a woman. Slurby? Oh my god, please don't start that. Slurby is so funny. Slurby will be the title of the video documentary on Sarby saying slurs. You're right. You're right. Sarby has an Excel sheet with his male lip lock conquest. Personally, I prefer a notes app page. Me personally. Oh, Sarby's Reddit's gonna love this take. I mean, listen, I'm comfortable enough where, like, I think genuinely, and I mean this so sincerely, I think people calling this biphobia is, like, diminishing what true biphobia is. Like, for me to just say, hey, optics-wise, it's a little bad of a look if you're slinging around the slur in public and you are in a relationship, like a heterosexual relationship, even if you're bi. Like, I think that's bad optics. I don't think that's biphobic. I'm not like I'm saying, oh, you can't, like, you're not bi anymore. I'm just saying, like, hey, that's just a bad look. That's just a bad look. And you're asking for somebody, like, in my case, like, that would not be okay. Like I said, if I was walking around, my girlfriend slinging slurs left and right, people are going to see that and they're going to just be like, oh, they're straight. Sarby's, like, okay with her saying that, which probably means that he says that, or at least is enabling it. Bing, bang, blow, I'm on fucking Twitter getting canceled. You know what I'm saying? Like, call me crazy I think that's the truth. My bad for pointing out a truism of, like, that is bad optics. Is the wording you okay, whatever, Addy. You know what? I'm not gonna argue with you, bro. Like, if you guys want to go, like, the fucking, oh, you're a bad person, you're biphobic route, do your thing. I genuinely don't fucking care. Like, I'm confident in myself to know that, like, I accept bi people. I'm just pointing out something that, like, sure, if you don't want to talk about it, if you don't want to address it, that's on you. If you want to sling those slurs while you're, like, in a what could be perceived as, like, heteronormative relationship and you run into problems with it and you want to deal with that, fine, do your thing. Do your thing. I don't care. I'm not telling, like, I'm just pointing out that it's probably not good optics. But, like, you know what? Do your thing. Do your thing. Mods help. Nonchalant buzz down. Not with the, it's called X now. Oh, man. Yeah. Don't a lot of women not want to date bi men? I sure hope not. There'd be some evil gays. I mean, Percy, I can't do anything about that. Like, if it feels wrong to you, like, that's on you, dude. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I think it's just a fact. I just think it's a fact, and I'm pointing it out. It's not like I'm sitting here and being like, bi people aren't allowed to exist. They're not real or something like that. Your guys' relationship isn't valid. I'm just saying, hey, if you're in a relationship and you're going the heteronormative route, like, I just think you shouldn't be throwing, like, I'm not saying your past is gone, but like, maybe you shouldn't be saying that as much as, like, you know, somebody who's clearly in a gay relationship has the right to say it, you know? Yeah, that's honestly my issue with reclaiming slurs is it gives weird wiggle room for people to be a dick. Exactly. I also think too, like, I think Justine brought up, like, the white passing saying the N-word thing. Like, I know Logic gets in trouble for it a lot. Logic says the N-word because he's black. He's part black, but he's very white passing. Like, to me, I think it would be okay if somebody argued, like, hey, maybe you shouldn't be saying that in your music or, like, in public or whatever, but, like, with, you know, in private with people that, like, know. Otherwise, it just, like, looks bad. This is just Sarby is taking all of our F slur passes to add on to his own so he can slur max on his death. Slur max is crazy. Slur max is insane. Oh, man. Slur max is wild. A lesbian IRL told me I was straight because I didn't have enough relationship with a woman, according to her. See, that's biphobic. That, to me, is biphobic. I'm not saying any of that. I'm not saying that you're, like, less bi. I'm just saying, like, that's a crazy thing to be slinging around if you're doing it in public. I should have specified that. I don't think Jen's doing it in public or anything like that. Slur max is wild. Slur max is crazy. Slurby maxing. I hate you guys. Oh my God. What up, Raya? Raya, we were literally talking. I was like, I wonder if Raya's going to lose her streak, bro. I got back from the lake and immediately went to a movies. Anyways, hello. Love you all. Love you too, Raya. I hope you had a good vacation. Oh my God. I saw Logic live. I did too before he got bad. I saw him like back in the day when he was the king of the trick shotting. I'm super bisexual. Raya, do you be throwing around the F slur though? Mega bisexual. And we love that for you, Raya. People in chat are crazy thinking that a straight looking couple won't be assumed straight off the bat. Dude, if somebody looks at me and my girlfriend, they are immediately assuming both of us are straight. I heard that as slurp maxing. No. Y'all are crazy, bro. It was the word cosplaying that set me off. I don't think I said cosplaying, did I? Maybe somebody else said that. I don't think I said cosplaying. I would not describe that as cosplaying. Master Slurby, don't say that. Master is crazy. Sarby and Sam look like a lesbian couple? Actually, that could be the case as well. Does that mean I have the pass? Wait a damn minute, chat. No, I do not throw around the S slur, but I made out with the three of my friends at the lake of all genders. Bah, ha, ha, ha. Atta girl. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. I was just telling my making out with guys stories. Did I say cosplaying? That doesn't really seem like a word I would say there. What was the context? I don't even remember it. I'm confused, y'all. Can y'all remind me how I said that? That must have been me, like, tripping over my words, because I don't even use cosplay as, like, that's not how I use... Also, even if I did, like, stop myself and restart with something else. Yeah, I didn't hear Sarby say anything about cosplay. I don't remember saying anything about cosplaying, because that's not how I would describe that. If you guys have the clip it and send it to me, but I genuinely don't remember saying that. I think they're putting words in your mouth. That's how I feel right now. Like, I feel like I'm getting gaslit. I would never describe it as cosplaying. You said a bi person is cosplaying as a gay person in that moment. Okay, so now you're saying I said the whole word, but then I was before about to say it. Like, I don't remember saying that because that's not how I would describe it. I never heard him say that. Someone in chat said cosplay. That's how I feel. I think you guys are putting words in my mouth, bro. I don't think I said that. And if I did, I take it back. But I don't think I said that. You literally started saying it, but never finished the word and switched to something else. I don't think I did, Jenny. I don't think I did. Go back and clip it then. Yeah, exactly. Go back and clip it on the YouTube video. But I genuinely don't think I said that because that's not at all what I believe. Hey, drive safe, Raya. You read someone else's post that said that? That could definitely be it. Yeah, maybe I read a chat, but like that would have never come out of my mouth because that's not how I view it. I think you guys are putting someone else's words in my mouth because that's just genuinely what I don't believe. That's why this is so crazy. Like, y'all, chat, I genuinely think, and I mean this so sincerely, I think y'all are tripping. Like, I genuinely think y'all, like, want something to be mad at me for, but, like, I didn't do anything. I don't believe that. I was just solely pointing out the optics of saying the F slur when you're in a what looks like heteronormative relationship. Oh, guys, Jess is here. I can finally be homophobic. Hey, Jess, welcome to the stream. Damn, bro, it's easy to gaslight. To be honest, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, it is pretty easy to gaslight me. I just don't know how to clip on bold. Jenny, I don't think it would even be possible on the Twitch. I'm not gonna lie. Addy, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like, I feel like I'm not just gonna apologize for offending people because sometimes what people get offended for is dumb. Like, I'll say it. I'm not, like, if you guys want to be offended because I'm being biphobic right now, that's on you. Like, I don't think I'm being biphobic, and I'm drawing a line in the sand of, like, I think that biphobic or bi people are valid. They're allowed to. I'm just pointing out the optics of saying the F slur when you're in a heteronormative relationship and how that can be bad. And I gave a pretty damn good example of me and my bi girlfriend. Like, it would just be a bad look. That's all I was bringing up, and y'all are still getting really upset and mad about it. There's nothing I can do. And I'm not going to apologize because I believe that this isn't biphobic. If you think it's biphobic, that's on you, bro. Like, I'm not trying to discredit you. I'm not trying to say, like, you don't exist or you can't be bi. I'm just saying, like, the optics of it, which I don't even think it's bad. It wasn't your words. It was a chat post. I mean, that hasn't been confirmed, Kat, but I wouldn't believe it was like that. You can clip on Twitch. You can't do it. Like, I think you can only go so far back. Maybe, I don't know. You guys know I'm a bad streamer. I don't know. I don't know how that shit works. I just got here. What the fuck is happening? I don't even know, bro. My chat's trying to put shit in my mouth that I don't think I said, but, like, if I did say it, I'll own up to it and backtrack on it, but I just genuinely don't remember saying that. A lot of the things you said was used by biphobic people to invalidate bi people. What are you talking? Eddie, I'm sorry. I have to ignore your chats, dude. Like, I genuinely don't know what you're talking about. Like, I just genuinely don't know what you're talking about right now, bro. Like if you want to be offended about something, fine, but, like, I'm just gonna ignore you, bro. I'm just gonna ignore you. I don't understand. Like, I feel like I'm getting rage baited right now. Pro streamer, by the way, dude. I have no idea how Twitch clipping works. Sarby, pull out the jiggling keys and refocus chat on his story. I mean, we could definitely do that, chat. We could definitely do that. I don't know, bro. Yeah, we can move on, guys. We can do one more story before I end the stream. I just think I'm sitting here and I'm like I'll probably go back and rewatch because now I'm confused. I'm like, did I fucking say that? Like, I would never. I don't think I would say that because that's truly not what I believe. I don't believe that, like, you're cosplaying being bi or anything like that. Like, I don't believe that. So I don't understand why I would say that because I genuinely don't believe that. I also, like, don't use that language. Like, I don't go, hey, when someone is pretending to be something that they're not, I'm going to use the word cosplaying for it. But, like, maybe I did. Like, I do be speaking pretty fast. So, like, I don't know, you guys. All I have to say is if I did say that, I'm sorry. That's not at all what I would ever want to mean. But like I feel very confidently that I didn't say it. I feel very confident that I didn't say it. Once again, I will review the footage. I will review the footage. Alrighty, chat. We just gotta move on, bro. We just gotta move on. Hey, buddy. Oh, Beans wants attention, chat. We gotta wrap up. All right, chat. One more story. If you guys are on the YouTube, make sure to like up the stream. We actually have 98 people watching and 97 likes. That's pretty damn good. If you guys haven't liked up the stream yet, please do so. Jaden, thank you for resubscribing for 3 months in tier 1. Been subscribed for 5 months. Thank you for the 5 months. Thank you for committing to 8 months. I appreciate it. If you guys are on the Twitch, make sure to follow no matter where you're at. Turn on the post notice so you can be notified whenever I go live, baby. Here we go. Negative 22. Okay, I will check that, Miz. I will check that. Wait, hold on. Let me think. Negative 22. 221 something. 221 something. I will check it. That's not at all. I don't think I would use that word, but let me check it. Okay. Would I be the a-hole for asking my colleague to stop using my desk as his hot desk when I am absent? I don't even know what a hot desk is, bro. I work in an open plan office, but we all have our own spaces. They're personalized. Some of us have got plants, little trinkets, memes, pictures of family. You get it. We know where we all live around here. However, for people coming into work from other sites, we have several designated hot desks available. But this guy has always used my desk as his hot desk if I am away. He uses my equipment and leaves the desk. Beans, I can't read it. Put it away. He uses my equipment and leaves the desk at a different height, usually standing. It's annoying as fuck, and I've caught him there a few times if I come late from a meeting, and he's just assumed I'm away, so he's set up shop. It's been pretty obvious in the past how irritated I am having to wait for him to get his shit and go to the actual hot desk literally less than 3 meters away. Okay, so I'm guessing a hot desk is just an open desk that anybody can use. Which then, yeah, that's really fucking weird. Like, it doesn't sound like it's normal for people to just use someone else's desk. Kind of a violation of privacy. Is this something that you would go to HR for, chat? Not you guys saying, yo, the hole. That's crazy. That's crazy, y'all. Not HR, just your boss? Kit Mittens, what the fuck? Yeah. I don't know, like, it's one of those things where it's like, it's kind of like, chat, that guy who was stealing that guy's office chair. Like, it shouldn't be okay, but it's like one of those, like, weird, like, okay, like, it's just an inconvenience, but at what point is it like, okay, I need to stand my ground and, like, yell at this person? Hold on, let's keep reading this. Now I'm back from maternity leave, so I've got all my cutie fae photos of my and my kid tacked up around my space. I like seeing his face and it brightens my day. Today I came into the office after attending a work event, and he'd been hot desking in my space again. He'd moved before I got back, and he was sitting in the actual hot desk, but he had left my desk at standing height, and all my shit, notebook, papers, etc. were moved. You guys, what the fuck? Am I being unreasonable wanting this guy to stop sitting at my desk? Now I've got photos of my baby and me right there. Does he just work there with the photos of me and my baby smiling at him? I like to work in my space thinking it's just mine, but I feel this guy is just absolutely taking the piss. Especially when there is A, an actual hot desk, several even, B, he does not do this to anyone else's bloody desk, just mine, and C, I've got me and my baby's face there. Would I be the a-hole if I told him to stop using my desk as his secret personal hot desk? Or do I just FYI my manager that it's happening and get him to talk to the desk jockey's team leader, i.e. delegate the delivery, avoid being the messenger? Hey, buddy. What'd you just push off my desk? Oh, you pushed my can off the desk. Why would you do that? That was so mean. Yeah. I'm almost done. Can you give Dad like 5? Oh, okay. He said, what if I bite? Beans, come on. I'm almost done. Give me like, can you give me like 10 minutes? 10? Thank you. Nope. No, thank you. Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest, Beans. Ah! Did you guys catch that, or did the mic not pick that up? I don't think the mic would have picked that up. Does he want a treat? No, I think he just wants attention. I think he wants some playtime, chat. Usually when Beans gets like that, he wants to play. Oh, you heard the meow? Okay, cool. Little meow and chomp for you guys from my privy kibby. I'm confused. It doesn't even sound like OP's ever said anything to this guy, which, to be fair, she shouldn't have to. I think first step is just approach him and be like, hey, dude, please don't do that. Not very cash money of you. I think it is a little bit weird. I can't lie. Like, why her desk? Like, I would almost ask him. I'd be like, hey, can you not do this? And also, why do you keep doing it? Like, the only thing that I could maybe think of is if there are monitors on, or excuse me, if the hot desks don't have extra monitors and OP's desk does have an extra monitor, that's the only thing I could ever think of for, like, why I would want to use a desk, another desk over, like, just a regular open desk for me to use. Like, I love having multiple monitors. Other than that, though, I think it's weird. And even if you do that, you need to be asking permission. So I would say definitely confront him, ask him, and then tell him you're not allowed to do that. And if he continues to do that, then I think it's worth going to your manager or whoever is in charge of, like, laying down the law, I would say. Or you could go the nuclear resilient sage route, booby trap yo shit. You know what? I can't necessarily disagree with that. Why is it only OP's desk, though? That is weird, Kit Mittens. That's why I think she should ask. Saran wrap your desk. Not a bad idea. I like it. Maybe the hot desk doesn't lift to standing level. Ah, that's a good point. Yeah, maybe it's the, like, standing part that he likes. Okay, wait, I have to watch this really quick. There was a cosplay clip. Thank you for doing that, Shrek. I'm genuinely so curious about this, bro. Sarby, I know, but I feel like you can't. If you've chosen a man, you can't cosplay. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay. All right. I will. Oh, sorry. You guys couldn't see that. Okay. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Okay. That's fair. I'll take that. That's not what I meant, guys. I think there's a reason I cut that off. I think you're right. That is not a good way to put that. I will apologize for that, chat. I will apologize. Here, let me play it one more time so you guys can actually see it. I know, but I feel like you can't. If you've chosen a man, you can't cosplay. You know what I'm saying? That's fair. All right. You know what? That's fair. I'll take that one. Thank you for bringing that up, Shrek. I apologize. That's not what I meant. That's a bad way to put that. What I actually was meaning to, like, more bring up. Yeah, because cosplay would have, like, imply that that's not, like, real. That's not, like, who you really are. So I apologize. That's not a good way to put that. I would say, no, ableist, it's okay. Shrek just found it. Shrek just found it. USA. Oh, shit, wrong chat. Yeah, bad chant. Bad chant. We do not support the USA in this chat. I was gonna say, I was like, I feel like, yeah, okay, that was just me being bad with my words. I apologize, you guys. That's not what I truly believe. My main point that I was trying to point out was yeah, I understand how, yeah, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense that you guys didn't like that. I appreciate you guys holding me accountable to that. I do. Yeah, no, I more was referring to, like, optics of it, not cosplaying it, implying that you're faking it. Bad word B. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Bad word B. That's so crazy to me, though. I feel like I don't say the word cosplay. I feel like I don't use the word cosplay. I don't know why I would say that. Gotta be better about picking my words, bro. Yeah, cosplay is not the right way to put that. I would say if you've chosen a man, you can't walk around and use that word as freely as you would if you chosen a woman. I think that's what I meant. To amend my statement, that's what I meant. I think cosplay's not good because it implies that you're like faking something. So I apologize for that. For me, it's more of the optics of like from the outside looking in, you don't have that like implication that that's a word that you should be using. No, not Ben Cosby Gate. That's crazy. That's crazy. What? I feel like that isn't the issue. It's not choosing a man slash woman. Wait, why is that? I'm confused. I'm confused what you're talking about. Probably because we had the cosplay story. Well, that was like 2 streams ago. That wasn't. Did I not change the title? No, I did change the title. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that cosplay has been used to de-evaluate bi people. Ah, okay. That was just a major fucky wucky on my place. That was bad choice of words, and I didn't realize that I was using a term that is used all the time. I apologize. That's on me, chat. That is on me. I mean, they don't choose a man. They chose a person who happens to be a man. Okay. I see what you're saying, Rainbow Gravestone. I think that's a little bit nitpicky, but like, you know what? I'm in the wrong here, so I'll just take that to the chest. Double bad. Ooh. It's whatever, bro. As a bi, I didn't even know that. I've just been called a lot of other things. What do people I can't believe people take like so much. Well, I guess it's mainly like the shit that in that one story about that guy who was seeing a gay guy, but the gay guy was mad that he was bisexual and had been with a woman. Like that made no sense to me, bro. Like I'm cosplaying Mexican because I look white even though I am Mexican. Ah, okay. I see. I see. What? Cosplay has not been a recognized or widespread way to discredit bisexual people? Wait, really? I don't know though. I see it, chicken butt Joe. Like, here's the thing: is like I understand why that's not a good term to use. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand why that's not a good term. Because like cosplay implies that you're like faking something. And that is a bad thing to imply. You know, because like when you're cosplaying something, you're like dressing up and pretending you're that thing. And I think that's like a bad way to put someone who's bisexual, because like someone who's bisexual could end up with a man, could end up with a woman. So to imply that like whichever one they choose, they're faking that side, that's bad. That's a bad look, and I shouldn't have done that. Like, I understand that action. I understand that part. Like, I'm defending the fact that cosplay was a bad word to use. Yeah, Chicken Butt Joe, I never trust completely what the web says, you know? Also, I'm not gonna lie that, like, and I don't know where you looked it up, but that looked a little bit like an AI overview, which AI overviews aren't always correct, you know? And I'm sure there's not a lot of awareness. Like, I feel like there's not a lot of awareness around, like, biphobia. Like the hot topics are homophobia, racism, sexism. Like, you know, don't get me wrong. I know biphobia probably fits underneath homophobia, but like when you think of homophobia, you really just think of like hating on somebody for like same, you know what I'm saying? It's like a subcategory. Is this like the turtles and the tortoises? All biphobia is homophobia, but not all homophobia is biphobia? Am I overcomplicating this, chat? I might be overcomplicating this, y'all. Oh, man. Oh my god. Yeah, LARPing would have also been a bad word to use. Yeah, sorry guys, just to clarify my stance, I apologize. Cosplay is not the right term to use there. I retract that. That is not what I should have said there. Because what I was really talking about was just like optics. Optics wise, it looks like you're in a straight relationship. And I think when that's the case, you should just be careful about using slurs. Like, I still think it stands with what I said about like me and my girlfriend. It would look bad if she was, even though like she is bi, like it would look bad if she was slinging that around while we're together. Because that looks bad for both of us, I think. Just from the outside looking in. That being said, like I would never say that she's like cosplaying by being bi because she's with me. Does that make sense? Is that a good wrap up? And then we get back to the stories, chat. Did I nail that, or do we need is there still more education to be done here? Well, actually, it's not June anymore, so you can be biphobic and homophobic. Oh my god, Jess, you're so right. My bad. My bad. I take back everything I said. That was a joke. That was a joke. Hey, good night, PB. No, educate more. Oh my god, not somebody doing like LARPing is it not all LARPing is cosplaying, but all cosplay. Did you guys just turtle and tortoises LARPing and cosplaying? It's Disability Pride Month, so no being ableist. Ah, that was the plan for the rest of the stream. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it, Usagi. Spoiled my plans. All right, Chad, hold on. Let me look at these edits real quick. Quick edits. Thank you guys for the detour. Thank you, Shrek, for finding that clip. Once again, I apologize, you guys. Bad use of words on my part. I will admit that. I'll always admit when I'm wrong on that shit. I promise. Okay. Edit 1. I'm awake. Sorry, I've got a baby and went to bed. I'll be sending an email next week to tell this guy to not use my goddamn desk, and if he gets bent out of shape about it, I'll escalate. Final edit, bumped into my manager en route to the office this morning and gave a heads up I was going to email this guy to quit using my space as a hot desk. Manager said they'd sort it out with the wider team first, and then I'm going to still email the guy directly after the general message. So there's no misinterpretation So there's no misinterpretation or room for error. I'm still going to make my desk hella gay. Happy Pride every day. That so like applies. Did OP mention that they were gay? I don't think they did. I guess you don't have to be gay to make the desk hella gay, though. I guess that's fair. That's so funny. That's so funny. I wonder if that's maybe it, chat. I wonder if like I don't know. I don't think we have enough information. Like I'm still so curious on like why he's doing all this cuz it seems so extra. Oh shit. Oh, okay. Wait, OP has a little bit of information. I'm a very out and queer lesbian working in a very open and ah, working in a very open environment with a few queer and trans colleagues, so this isn't it. Bro is a cis guy, smoker, and around my age, and he's just being a douchebag. I hope it's better for my sanity that he's just a douchebag. Oh, sorry. Bro is a cis guy, smoker, around my age, and he's just being a douchebag. I hope it's better for my sanity that he's just a dickhead, not a creep with a really weird crush on a lesbian mom. I absolutely do not have time for that. Yeah, okay, wait. Someone replied to that saying, sounds like he's marking his territory. My wife, in parentheses, we are also clear. My wife, in parentheses, we are also queer, also has this issue with one cis straight guy at work, even though she ignores him beyond what is professionally required. Yeah, like, this is what I was kind of trying to say when I was like, I wonder if that's it. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if it was a straight guy being weird about a queer colleague he has a crush on. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to explain it to you guys. Like, this is all just gut feelings. It kind of feels like a little bit of a power trip. Like, in his weird incel way, this is how he, like, feels superior to this woman is by, like, using her desk when she's gone and she can't say anything and he knows that it, like, pisses her off. I can't explain my reasoning for that. It's just genuine, like, gut feeling. Oh, Miz said I said a dominance thing. Yeah, I think that has to be it, Miz. I think you're cooking with that. I didn't see that, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's what's going on here. Yeah, some sort of power move is happening. There's like some dynamic here that is just like, ugh. Is it that hard to ask to use the desk? That's how I feel too, Gnarly Gnarls. Like, if he's not asking, it's malicious. Because that's just how it should be in general. If you're like using someone else's stuff, you always want to ask first.